Hey, what? Let's get it going on. Everybody eating Toblerone. I gotta do a sound check for the people. Hold beats down like I did it to the steeples of the church where I hit it. One time spit it. They ain't even ready. Freestyles how we get it. Shit, I'm the realest in the inning. From the end to beginning. Okay. Now then, we're warmed up. Got the vocals riding out. And we're back with Arcania. And this thing we like to call game therapy for some crazy reason. Come on in, get your therapy on while I knock things off my desk all night. It's pretty much what the whole show is me knocking stuff off my desk all night. And then being angry at the stuff on the desk for not being better stuff that doesn't fall off of desks. Because that's what I do as a human. I blame everything else in the world for what's going wrong instead of my own thoughts and actions. Because why would my thoughts and actions be responsible for the world that I'm living in? It's clearly somebody else's doing. I can prove it. I didn't get to Earth on my own volition. Man, whoa, easy killer. Glitch time, baby. Y'all saw that glitch? I thought it. But the problem is, sometimes when that glitch happens, there's seconds before your game's about to be over. And it's like, dog, I'm working hard out here not to die. I'm working hard not to get shanked. Oh, snap. I think I just saved the wrong thing, didn't I? Did I save the right thing? Yeah, I did. We good. We are good. Capadonna's in the house. Says, brother man, finally out of quarantine and did end up taking the booster. What up? Yeah, I'm still in quarantine. I'm still COVID free though. Scooby-Doo. All right, homies. Y'all ready for some fisticuffs, or are we gonna do this like men?
Stay where you are, boy. You're not getting through here.
What are you doing here?
Listen up, matey. I ain't in the mood to yap. If you want to talk, go talk to Hugh Lad. And leave me alone.
Isn't Hugh Lad one of them orc brothers? Alright, so you guys don't want to fight, huh? Or are you Lad? What's up, you Lad?
Get lost. Nobody's getting through here.
What'd you say, you Lad? I'll whoop your ass. You don't know me. Alright, so do I need to kick ass, or how does this need to work? I see that there's a... Hold on, I see a cave and something that signifies fisticuffs, so we're going to go check that first. Rion Mole says, good morning, Starshine. The Earth says, hello, what up? Cap says, hope all is well for you, brother, ready for therapy. Word up. Yeah, man, everything's going pretty well. Had a little scare this morning. I'm a little late getting here. One of my kids had to go to the ER this morning because he was having a little trouble breathing. We wanted to be sure everything was okay, and he was fine. Doctor was like, yep. And in fact, the nurses were actually the ones that recommended we bring him to the ER because we were on the phone with him. They're like, just bring him up. He sounds like he's going to be all right, but let's make sure of that. And so then he got there, and they were like, yeah, this dude's cool. Here's some stuff to help you out. Now go save the world. And we were like, all right, saving the world. So, and then I've had a couple of clients in an old business of mine hit me up recently, so I had to take care of those good folk, make sure that they were squared away. And now we're here. So that's why I was a little bit late. I had a lot of stuff going on today. And on top of that, I have some people in my community that I'm going to be helping out hopefully tomorrow. Some of that was supposed to go down today, but I wasn't feeling 100% today. Not like sick-wise, like stomach-wise. I don't know what's up with that. I think the midnight junk food snack I had before bed was the culprit. I don't think it was anything more serious than that, but it was just unpleasant. But I tell you what, I had a, what's that thing called that you eat? I had a gyro for dinner from a place that calls itself an authentic Anytime I see authentic in your marketing, it automatically tells me, yeah, this guy's lying. But they weren't lying. They said authentic Mediterranean food, and I was like, all right, I'm going to try this because, you know, whatever. But I don't expect it to be good, and I bit into it cold, mind you, because my son couldn't be bothered to bring me my food when it first arrived. He did try to give me a slice of nasty-ass pizza, but not my food. So my wife hears me making a smoothie, and she's like, "Hey, did you get your dinner?" I was like, "I didn't think y'all ordered it." She's like, "We did. Never mind. Where's our son?" And so he brings... I went and we got the food, and it was cold. So I was like, screw it. Euros don't necessarily need to be warm sandwiches. I just eat it like this. Ate it, not cold, but room temperature. It was freaking delicious. I couldn't believe it. I was blown away by the deliciousness of the food I just ate. It's absolutely magically delicious. Clem's in the house. Hey, Ursula's here. Long time no see. You see, you hope the Cowboys lose and got 15 on the line. Well, I don't know if the Cowboys are going to lose tonight. The last I saw, they had just scored. I don't know what the score is. I typically don't watch the games when they're live. One, because I don't have television. So that kind of plays into it. I don't have, like, cable or TV in any of my rooms. But I also don't usually have the time or the desire to sit and watch football for 2 hours at a time. Especially now that the NFL got smart and started putting all the highlights on YouTube. And so now I can watch a football game in 7 to 12 minutes instead of 2 hours. And I get for some people that, like, people who like watching sports, which in my observation is often the guys that weren't great at playing them. Like for guys that like, and I'm joking. Shitting on people is kind of what this show does. Trust me, I love you and we're just kidding around. But, like, for people that enjoy watching sports, like it's an event. I'm going to sit down on, like people who watch college football, I don't know anything about that. That ain't my world, man. And I don't need to know nothing about it. It's cool. I love you just because you like it. Enjoy that stuff. I think I'm running away from where I'm trying to go. Or perhaps not. No, I'm not, actually. Yes, the hell you are. You better turn around, ho. But, like, that's their thing. They sit down on Saturday and you watch all the games for 4 hours and maybe you have friends over, you drink a beer. Like, that's a thing you did growing up. I didn't do that. Like, I remember watching Michael Jordan in the Super Bowl and stuff at my friends' houses, but we weren't getting together every Saturday to watch basketball. Or whatever day basketball was on. So for people like me that love sports but do not really enjoy watching them, especially not for hours at a time, I can watch the highlights of the game in 7 minutes. I know who won, and I saw all the plays I cared about. It's genius. It's freaking genius. It's like the NFL's got their thinking cap on, yo. The NFL has on the old thinking caps again. Okay, is that as far as that map's going to zoom in for me? It looks like it. Alright, no sweat. No sweat. We're on the right path. That was fall damage? How far was that? 10 feet? Pussy. Okay, almost there. Keep killing. I think actually we could take a little shortcut if I saw the map properly. If my map reading skills are still on point, they are. He might still be a beast at reconnoitering. He says onward to greatness and F fall damage. I know, man. Damn fall damage hookers. Oh, kick ass 30. Save the game before you run in here. But everybody's doing well tonight. Everybody healthy for the most part. Nobody's homeless. Oh, if you're watching this and homeless, I think you got your priorities out of order. You need to get that squared away. I actually shouldn't have to fight in here. I thought I killed everybody. But I want to be prepared. Just in case these vile whores wish To bring the thunder. Nick Vesthausen, the chopper. You must get to it. Oh, that dude turned the corner. I thought he was gonna. Oh, that felt like a Freddy Krueger scene. That had me shook for a second. It's like, no, no, we killed you in the other movies. Freddy, bitches. Oh, is this killing? What up, Holmes? All in that ass where I put it. Oh, easy on that. I need to learn the buttons. I've been playing too much God of War. Oh, you're going the wrong way, Hope. All in that ass, in that ass. That's the wrong button. You're used to playing God of War. Ease into it. Ease into it. All in your ass. Got him. Alright, let that health regenerate. Ursula says garlic candy. They make that into they make that nasty ass substance into candy now? Why? Don't you people with no taste buds? Oh, Jesus, I did not know that stuff was carbonated. Whoopsie. Who knew? Kombucha is carbonated, y'all. Welcome to the dumbass brigade over here. I didn't get too much on me. I caught it before it exploded, thankfully. But I got a little bit on my hands. Let's see. Nick got 50 followers on Twitch, y'all. Word. Good job, Nick. Way to go, man. That's killing. Twitch is no easy place to get followers, man. That's hard fought. It's tough sledding. Good job. God of War was definitely fun to watch last night. Hey, I'm glad you enjoyed it, man. I had fun with you guys. I told my wife, I said, that might have been the best stream I've done to date. In terms of, you know, at least being hilarious, being funny and enjoyable to do for me. Hopefully for you guys, it was great. Clem says also, Chambers, you interested in ghosts? Yeah, I saw your message after you left last night. Yeah, sure. If you have one laying around, I'll take it. All right, kicking ass, y'all. Let's get that health regen going. And looky there, we found the quest items. Oh, it looks like the quest items is ass whooping. Hey, man, come on, bro, we partying. Alright, so we partying is code for, come on, man, leave me alone. We're all supposed to be friends here. We're supposed to be partying. Don't attack me. It's a party. That's the dying phrase of a terrified black man in a cave. It's like, please, man, we partying in here. Like that scene in Menace to Society. We supposed to be brothers. That's where it comes from. We're supposed to be brothers. You can get your brother ass and give me that money and shit. Well, look here, brother. Give me that cash. I want my money. I got them rune shards, y'all. All up in the morats. You know where. Morat 30, ho. All in your ass. I'm getting my ass beat by morats, ho. Got him. 1 of 3, baby. You need to make armor out of their hides. I should. If the game would let me, I definitely would. That sounds like fun. The battered cudgel. First sheeps, now mole rats. Oh, if there were donkeys in this game, that's all I'd be doing is killing donkeys. All I'd be doing is killing donkeys. That'd be all night. Donkey killing. In fact, the game would just be called Donkey Killer Simulator. DonkeyKillerSimulator.com. The Iron Bullet. Oh shit! Somebody fighting in here wants to ass whooping. Come get this ass whooping that you need. Bug meat. Transform and attack. I thought I saw another one dancing over here somewhere. No? There was no other? Ah, vile whore. You are a shifty one. Hardy says, and surround sound. This is live in a living color. Digging this. Way better than watching on my phone. Hey, where are you watching? It's funny you can go back there, but then there's nothing back there. It's kind of weird, man. And we must check our inventory. Ah, dag nabbit, Mr. Chambers. You must save your game often. Let's see, in the front room on the 64-inch. Hey, now we're smoking. Now we're in style. This is all I had for that sentence. Am I going? Yes. Inventory. Michael will meet you. Is that Michael from Good Times? No. It's never Michael from Good Times. Why do you always ask that? No. It's weapons. And it was a hammer. I picked up a hammer. I want to see how strong it is. Dang, I got 54 goblin clubs, son. That means I've been slinging goblin death like who slings goblin death? Shrek? They're doing it like Shrek out here. The battered cudgel. The Chieftain's Club. The Great Hammer is 1 point greater than the weapon I'm currently using. And henceforth, the Great Hammer will be used. Alright, now, let's go here to the map. Alright, we got one more. I just need to keep an eye on the path. He says Goblin Slayer slings goblin death, but that anime is a rough ride. Well, I mean, that should have been obvious when they chose the name Goblin Slayer. Hey, we need a name for this show we're working on. Well, tell me a little bit about it, man. So it's about this dude, man. He slays goblins. That's like his thing, you know, and his family was eaten by goblins. His mother turned into one, and so now he slays goblins. I'm just trying to figure out what to call it. Oh, word. How about Goblin Slayer? Yeah, that's got kind of a nice ring to it, doesn't it? This Goblin Slayer. Yeah. I bet it does have a nice ring to it. Unimaginative horrors. Kick ass 40. Come on, man. So it's like still 4 hits, but it gets him so close to killing him with that third hit that it's like you almost feel stronger, but not quite. So I guess the next weapon upgrade, I'll feel a little bit closer to home. Stofers, nothing comes closer to home. Hey, man, come on, bro. We partying. A leather helmet. Damned right. Oh, and he put it on automatically because video games are awesome. Hell yeah. That's how we do it, Black. Battered axe. It's a battered pickaxe. Wonder if they called SVU for that battered pickaxe. Tag says, I was not expecting goblins kidnapping the locals. Uh-oh. Not in episode 11. Alyssa says, finally, you're playing when I could be here. Oh, my apologies. We will attempt to fit your schedule a little bit better. I love projecting onto you guys things that you never intend. She totally didn't mean it that way. It's just funny to me. Oh, who did that? Horrors of Navalor. Shark farts. Let's see if I can salvage this. I may not be able to. Shit. This sucks. Alright, gang. I gotta figure out how to reconcile the mistake I just made. You kick one wire. And the damn feed goes out. And the thing of the one, I was praising OBS last night, but here's one place where I'll criticize them. So my camera just became disconnected, and it's not OBS's fault. It's not the camera's fault. It's absolutely the USB ports on this laptop. And I'll tell you which one. I got the Asus Republic of frickin' Globetrotters, or whatever their shit is called, ROG. Certainly isn't for gamers, because I'm a gamer, and this laptop, I was ready to fight everybody that's ever worked at Asus. But I assume they're probably just a shell company somewhere in the middle of the Philippines, owned by like 3 guys from some other place. Like, this laptop is straight ass. Straight ass. So the USB ports are so damn sensitive that you just tap the shit. And it's and by the way, I'm nowhere near the laptop. I tapped the wire that's hooked into the damn USB port and whatever. It's just, I've had problems with this laptop since I got it, and I'm so glad I didn't buy that Asus ROG phone, because I did a little bit more research, and they were like, yeah, it's trash, don't bother. So apparently, you know, if my experience with their laptops is any evidence of how they do altogether, then all their shit sucks. Anyway, what I was saying was I'm having a good time pretending like Alyssa was being a jerk, even though she wasn't. She was just being excited. Whatever happened to you texting me about... I forgot. I got no other excuse for you, Lenny. Things have been a little hectic around my spot the last couple of days. So forgive me. Thank you for your patience. All right, let's try. Is there a way? Oh, you know what? This might work. Now that I might be able to salvage this, guys. I might be able to fix it. Might be able to do it. Let's try this. OBS helping us get around shitty laptops since 1875 or whenever they found OBS. Thank you, OBS, for being one of my softwares that doesn't suck all the anal beads in every porno ever. Looking at you, Adobe, that crashed 3 times today. Gaggle of whores. That's not fair. My problem with Adobe today was at least 47. It was at least 53% my fault. So, let me turn my satire hat off before people take this seriously. Alright, now that we got the feed fixed, let's try to get back into this game. Where's my controller? And I wanted to read y'all's comments. So we'll just pause for the cause here and then we'll get back into the game. There is a show called Goblin Slayer, and he murders goblins because they killed everyone he loved. Oh, I was just kidding around. That's a real show? Damn. I mean, that just shows you how not imaginative that show was. If I could just shit that out on a live stream for no reason. But it just goes to show you, stuff in showbiz ain't really all that imaginative. Everything you're watching and being a part of has been done before. All Picasso's paintings were done by Africans 40,000 years before he did it. And then he came up with the phrase, oh, good artists copy, great artists steal. Yeah, I guess they do. Like, none of this shit is new, gang. That's like, I love, was it Dimebag Darrell? Was he the guitarist that says nobody, like he was talking about guys taking his riffs. He's like, dude, we sharing these riffs. I ain't come up with that shit. My muse gave me that riff. So we are all sharing the same consciousness, man. We getting it. Phew. But it just goes to show you someone who is in a prosperous state is generous. You know, he wasn't worried about people stealing his riffs. He's an internationally famous, accomplished musician. That was something I learned from Tony Robbins, too, man. Earlier, when I started making content on the internet, because people start taking your stuff and repurposing it. And, like, I listened to a talk he gave probably back in the 90s or the early 2000s about people stealing his stuff. He's just like, dude, yeah. He's like, but the funny thing is these people are stealing stuff that I did. He's like, let's say they took what I did yesterday. He's like, but I'm working on myself. In a year, I'm going to be this much further away from where I was. He's like, so the stuff you're stealing is my old stuff. The stuff I'm talking about now is the stuff people need to hear. Like, he's like, if you take my old stuff, good on you. We've moved past that. All right, let's see, tag. The first episode of Goblin Slayer was super uncomfortable to watch. Dang. Yeah, what did he call himself now? Got laid, got paid, got it made, says Adobe his ass has been for literally ever. You know, I always want to say that because I hate using their softwares, but then when I look at my actual problem with their software, it's if I had bought the laptop that cost 3 times more than the laptop I got, I wouldn't be having this problem. So part of it's like, their software is greater than the appetite of the consumer. And I can relate to that. I've made products like that. So it's if I'm just trying to edit something simple for TikTok and it's wigging out because I don't need all of its bells and whistles, it's frustrating. But then it's like if I was if I was needing these bells and whistles, would I be more likely to put up with the bloatedness of the software? I don't know. That's what I always wrestle with. Like, on one hand, I complain, but then on the other hand, it's like no other company has disrupted Adobe ever, and that's probably for good reason. Like, not because they haven't tried, because I used Sony's software forever before switching to Adobe. Well, Adobe's video stuff. I always used Adobe for photo editing, going back to damn near the 90s or early 2000s. But anyway. Harley says, don't judge me, but I went to the comic store today and they had a book called The History of Hentai Manga. It's an actual history. Yeah, that's not... Why would I judge you? That's going to talk about Itoime art. Is that what it's called back in Japan? Itoime? How the hell do you say that art? But it's what gave way to... I mean, it was basically pornographic art from 1700s. I think, is when that stuff started, and then it, you know, eventually turns into hentai, is I think what it ends up being called. But make no mistake, all you RPG fans out there, you're playing games that are derived from porn. There you go. Not necessarily porn, but romance novels is where. That's why RPGs are always so inundated, at least in the Japan side, with these bullshit repetitive stories of love and loss and saving the world. It's because they're taken from old, in some cases, old romance and sex novels. But yeah, all that's not something that, I mean, that's history, man. They also talk about that in Samurai Champloo. They give you a quick history lesson in that. But I don't know if that's the complete origins of that stuff, but I know what I'm saying, I think, is tied to what you're talking about. And you're a history buff, so why wouldn't you be into that? It's basically a riff on There's Nothing New, yeah. That'd be a good sketch. Now, there isn't anything new. I mean, Solomon wrote that however many thousand years ago. And he was the king of the earth, basically. He's like, there's nothing. If he said that back then, as the king of the earth, I'm not the king of the earth yet, but I'm kind of seeing what he was talking about. Like, all right, yeah, I get it. I think the reality is humans really don't do different things. There's a couple of things humans always do. We adapt to our environment, sometimes to our own detriment. Instead of changing our environment, we just adapt to negative environments. And we do not like to self-educate. It's why there's so much goddamn entertainment. Because it's like, we do not like educating, bro. Like, we like getting smarter and learning. We don't like the process of educating for some reason. If you don't believe me, look at how much you pay your teacher versus how much you pay your favorite quarterback. Even if you think in your mind you disagree, your arms and legs disagree in your wallet. Yeah, come get it, Skeletron. Oh, that's not the right game! That's God of War! Oh, shiza. This is about to get real, because I haven't leveled up. Wait, why am I using a... Get your black ass out of here, man. We partying. I need to level up badly. Actually, I like that he focuses on spamming his power attack, because his power attack is slow as hell. He can't even really close distance to hit me with it, so we're just going to keep that moving. I just hope he can't kill me. I'm hoping he can't one-hit kill me, because that's going to get ugly. He can. Damn, that wasn't a death? Got his ass. Wait, something else is still alive. What was that? What was that? What was that? The battered money box has been gained, but you are still a whore. Oh, and humans always overcorrect everything. Like, we don't like balance. We love over-counterbalancing. Those are kind of, as I observe humans in the lab, that's our jam. We will educate and develop ourselves until our life gets as comfortable as we want it, and then we stop self-educating. That's why America sucks now, because we made it comfortable for like an hour, and then now we're all pussies. But there's that. There's, what was the other one I said? We always overcorrect. Like, look at all the presidents we've had. It's like, very rarely is it like, oh, he's kind of like the last one. It's got to be. And it looks as though it's getting worse the less and less educated we get as a people. Hey, fellas. What's happening? All in your asses. Yeah, and I have no idea if the crazy satirical nonsense that's coming out of my mouth even resembles truth. I just think it's funny things to say. So in case anybody's watching this thinking I'm a history teacher, slow down. This is satire. Not the place where you should be learning. That's in the books. Cap says, I watched some G1 Transformers from our combo last night on it. Definitely funny as fuck to watch. I'm telling you, man. Like, they're terrible. But they're great and terrible to watch. It's like, this is the worst shit I've ever seen in my life. It's wonderful, and I'm glad I'm watching it. And it's just like, when I went back to watch it, I just was dumbfounded at how much I loved it as a kid. And it just shows you that as a kid, you really don't need a whole lot of complexity to imagine a dope story. It's almost like as kids, our imaginations are better, so we get along easier with things and people. And then as we get older, our imagination gets destroyed by, you can't pay no bills on no dreams. And it's like, what about all these dreaming motherfuckers out here getting rich? And then slowly people believe these lies that their shitty parents told them because their parents were violently mediocre and couldn't excel. So now you're not allowed to excel because your parents suck. It's like, I'm sorry about that. I really am. Oh. So I hope my voice does something to let you know, hey, you're awesome and you can still be awesome. Your parents did the best they could. They didn't suck because they wanted to. They tried. Now let's get out here and get a W. Plants crave electrolytes. Yeah, hell, we're already there. Like, humans crave electrolytes. That's bad enough. That's what the whole joke is. I love that they call salt electrolytes. That literally Gatorade just called salt fucking electrolytes and got people to buy that shit. It's genius. Like, marketing is such a genius art form because it plays on the human's desire to be lied to. And that's why I love the idea of the book, All Marketers Are Liars. Well, if they are, I haven't read the book, but if they are, it's because people like if I could just tell you the truth and sell you something, I'd totally do it. Totally. If I could tell you the absolute black and white, if there was a such thing, no bullshit truth, the facts of what's going to happen when you buy this thing. Like when I sell you a Ford Mustang and I told you, yeah, you're going to have to get gas every 2 weeks. That's going to suck a lot. That's going to cost you a lot of money. At some point, you're going to have to bring this bitch back up here because like if I told you all of the truth, not just that it's got amazing airbags that'll save you from dying. It's got a sunroof because you need to get sunburned when you're driving. Whatever. Like they sell you the good side and the marketing is selling the upside and downplaying the downside. But marketers don't lie like that because humans, you know, because they're just evil. It's because humans like to be lied to. Why else you putting on spray tan for your wedding? Why'd you go get? You don't look like that. Why you gotta look like? Why at your wedding you gotta look like that? You don't look like that no other time during the year. Why you gotta look like that at the wedding? Because you're lying. You're trying to look better for a moment that ain't real. Same thing like when you're posing with your kids for Christmas pictures because your wife thought that was a good idea because she's a complete lunatic and has never raised kids before. And you're sitting there pinching one of your children and whispering in his ear, I'm going to sell your ass on Craigslist if you don't smile and shut up and stop messing with your brother. That's what was really said. I'll show you the Christmas picture where I said that shit. Because this is us. And I'm saying, I'll sell your ass on Craigslist. You don't fucking stop screaming and fighting with your brother or whoop your black ass. That's what I was doing through that smile. It's lying. Now, what I told the photographer to do was when my 4-year-old pushed the Christmas sled over the 2-year-old, I said, take that picture. That's going on the damn gift card to all the family members. She's like, no, but that's the reality. You crazy fucking apes. Why do you like lying so much? Like, we like lying. Otherwise, your wife wouldn't make you take dumbass Christmas pictures if she didn't like lying to all your family and friends about how good your life is. With just one picture. And it's funny because everyone that has kids know that this is bullshit. Why are we all sending bullshit to each other? Well, because we have wives. And they like lies more than anybody. I look fat in this dress? Yeah. And I'm the motherfucker that will say yes and risk a divorce. Because I'm not going to stay married on a fucking lie. Yes, you're fat in that dress. Get a different one. Let's go. Don't ask me if you don't want the truth. Don't ask me to sugarcoat earth for you. You dying one day. Get your black ass up and be stronger than that. And stop wanting to be lied to all the time. Otherwise, I won't want to hang out with you. I don't want to hang out with nobody. All this lying they love so much. I'm susceptible to it too, gang. We all are. We're all human. At least that's what they keep telling me about myself. Military grade products. Yeah, it's hilarious. Newsflash, the military uses all the same shit y'all do. Maybe a slightly better version of it. Oh, God. Military grade. That's funny. Wait. Why is that still lit up, yo? Did I miss something? I missed something. Oh, she's inside the bar. That's why. We got it. Sylvie. Oh, no, that's not Sylvie. That's Murdra.
Well, have you got the iron bullets?
So, how many people who come on this show in the comments are military, reserve, or veteran? Or just existing military or veterans, a better way to ask the question. How many people here are veterans or existing military? I'd like to get an idea of the crowd that I speak to.
Let's put 'em in the meat. So,
Just say I in the comments if you're military
take
or
the
veteran.
barrel and go to the guard at the brigand camp. Just pretend you want to get over the bridge. I bet you they'll just take the meat from you and drink it.
What then?
Wait until the mushrooms take effect, and the brigands will be stripped of their free will. You'll be able to order them to open the gate for you then. Then you can get into the camp and take Darton and the other brigands by surprise.
The brigands! No, it's not built by the lowest bidder anymore. You just go on the market and buy shit now. Lowest bidder was like the 80s, homie. Now you just stop by Best Buy before you go to the war. Pick one out. Oh, man. Like, seriously, I was in a sporting goods store getting my GPS before I went to fight. Back when we had GPS that didn't have pictures on it, it was just numbers and coordinates. You had to read it. And I actually had to use a map with it to make it work. Vesterhausen says, I, Vesterhausen. Yeah, numbers in a circle with the magnetic... I know, right? What? I can shoot an azimuth with this? You don't say.
Oi, the bridge is closed.
I thought you'd let me through if I gave you a keg of mead.
You've got mead?
Always.
Hand it over.
Can I pass by then?
Sure you can, if the meat tastes good.
That's Gromar with a hat on. Everybody in this game is Gromar. I'm starting to think that the actual story behind this game is they just plugged you into the Matrix, but it was a low-budget Matrix that they made in, like, Sri Lanka. And it's all the same dude's face was all they could program on these people.
I won't give you the entire barrel, but I'll let you try. Here, have a drink.
You give Hugh lad some of the mead, but not me. I don't think that's gonna get you over the bridge.
Just gonna get you a great ass whooping.
Okay, sorry. Here, have a sip.
Do I know you? I feel so strange.
Tell your friends in there to open the gate.
What? Oh, the gate. Oi! Open the gate!
Oh yeah, Hugh lad. Get your ass out the way. Oh, y'all want fisticuffs already? Let's get it all in that ass of yours and mine, ho. It's party time, ho. We gonna get it in tonight. I love kicking ass. It's my favorite thing to do. One of my favorite things of all time, actually. D'Artan, your ass belong to me. Look at... Well, and that's that. I guess I should have leveled up before that fight. I still have not leveled up, not once in this game, and I'm still handling business. Hey, let's get it going. All in your ass. Shit, my archer skills are better than my dang hammer anyway. Let's kick ass all night. Hey, how'd you get out? You teleporting, ho asshole. Okay, let's party. D'Artan's ass belonged to me. Get up here, D'Artan. You sound like Zartan from G.I. Joe. Is that where they got your name from, ho? Now, the bugs better attack them, too, not just me. D'Artan dead as hell. How am I only going to get 30? Oh, no, that ain't D'Artan. Wait, how is D'Artan not dead? That was D'Artan. How is D'Artan still alive? D'Artan, get your black ass out of here! Divide and conquer, ho. Come on, Bloodfly. Get this ass whoop you need. Oh, you on the damn run-around trick move, ho. That's fine. It's actually not fine, but it didn't like I have a choice. Now, I know for a fact the dude I was killing was D'Artan. And then it just switched. Excuse me. It just switched to Julio or whoever that other brigand was. Like, D'Artan should have been dead. This whole ass game be cheating. Alright, now that we got it a little under control. Dartan, your ass belongs to me. Come on, Dartan, get this ass whipping you need. Now walk him back into the town, and then we'll be right where we need to be, and he be dead. You want some Juliad? You want some of that ass whipping you need? Dalton. Level up, B. I can't level up, man. I'm still not satisfied with the research I've done into my character build, so I gotta do some more digging. Stand by. I gotta handle this, gang. My brother that's getting buried tomorrow, I'm just getting the information for the service. Yeah, gang. So thanks for being patient, y'all. I was getting text messages about my brother. We're having his memorial service tomorrow, and I wanted to make sure I got everything squared away because, unfortunately, I can't be there, and that that hurts my heart that I can't. But I definitely wanted to at least get in touch and let them know that I couldn't. That sucks. Alright, let's get to it. Stay positive. We got people depending on us. Where are you going, ho? Come back here. Dartan's whipping, boy. You can't shoot him, I guess. Trying to help you, ho. Stop running. Alright, no butterflies, so it doesn't look like there's anything back here of import. But we will check the domicile. The alchemical recipe for minor stamina potions. Ah, the etched leather helmet. Now, if I have no gear, is that when it pluses me up, or... Ah, okay. Sweet. I see what it's up to. 20. 10. Okay, so yeah, it did have the better one. Sweet. This game's pretty smart. Good day. The Waterfall of Echinacea. Is this another Gromar?
Are you
Yep.
one of Darton's men?
It's Gromar
No,
again.
I've just put an end to Dartan.
So I can finally cross the bridge. Thank you.
Don't mention it. I only did what was necessary to finally reach Silver Lake.
Silver Lake, I fear you might have a problem, my friend.
What do you mean, problem?
Well, if you want to get to Silver Lake from here, you'll need to go through the Valley of Blood. But the Baron of Stuart has blocked any access to the valley because of the battle raging there. Nobody gets through without a permit.
Who can I get one from?
You'll need to talk to the Baron directly.
Aye.
As far as I know, he's the only one who can give you a permit.
Where do I find the Baron?
In the Citadel, in the heart of Stuart. That's the town out there on the rock in the sea.
All right. Yes! Let us trade, young man. I said, let us trade. Ooh, nice. All right. Let's work on it. Soundtrack in this game is dope too, if I haven't already said that 411 times. Yeah. Oh, I can't fight those bugs, son. No, sir. There will be no bug fighting at this level. Chewie, come here. No. Not happening. Chewie's staying right over here on this side of the ship, ho. You go over there. That's how I knew Chewie was black. I'm like, we ain't having this. Oh, shoot. These guys? These I can handle them. Crap, those bugs be hanging out in this field too, son. You better be careful. Bunny rabbits in that ass. Swag it! Swag it! Anybody else want some of Debo? Watch out for them bugs, son. Alright, the bloatfly things that I don't remember the name of in this game. That's the Fallout term for them, but I'm calling them bloatflies because that's all I can remember. Let's avoid them for now, too. Because what we'll do is we can make it to the town, and then we're going to look up one more leveling up guide, and then we're going to start doing some leveling. And I think I just pissed off the bloatflies. I did. Peace out. As long as we don't piss off them giant-ass bugs, we'll be alright. Now, they are giving serious chase, man. Go ahead. Go ahead. They should have turned back by now. Dang, another group. Stay on the roads, Chambers. You know how it works in Zelda 2. Same thing in this game. Stay on the road so the people don't start chasing you. Do the people want the song? Turn back, hoes. Turn back, hoes. Okay, don't turn back. And get this ass whooping that you need. Shit. Let's get it. Let's do this today. Hola, Jesus. Divide and conquer. Chambers, come on, baby. You walked right into that. You gotta be a little more detailed in your battle stance. I think it's the little things that matter, man. You gotta pay attention to detail. You stutter step before you go back to the right, baby. You know how this game works. You a pro. I had a feeling we weren't going to be homies. Had a feeling we wasn't going to be homies. But I'll still bust you in your ass. Because that's my pleasure. Is busting cultists in their ass. That's my pleasure, Billy R. Come on, Billy R. Get this ass whooping you need in your ass. I needed that. I needed to kick ass. I felt it in my bones. My bones were like, B, we need to kick ass. I was like, I know, I'm looking for some ass to kick. Well, turn the corner at that cave, baby. There's some belly R cultists in there. You can kick their ass. Well, shit. Consider their asses kicked. Oh, man. I'm working on a... working is a loose term. It's not a whole lot of work going into it. I just need to make the cuts. I'm putting together a comedy, an entrepreneurial comedy video that I think the length of the video is probably 13 seconds. It's not long, but the point is well made. It's going to be great. Oh, who else is in here kicking ass? Come on, Reginald. Hold up. If he's a freaking bow guy, I got to get in there and kick his ass. For Jesus. Here come that ass whipping that you need, ho. All in that ass of yours. That's where I put it. You was over here working at the alchemy table? Let's see what's up. What's up on this treasure chest, yo? Sour apple. That's a blow pop. Cut, cut. Save from charms. What? Cut, cut. I'm gonna stay here until he cuts every bit of that obsidian out of that wall. Get it, man. Two. Come on, 2 more, baby. 2 more. You got this. Oh! 1 more. Get in there. 5 more. That's how I train people. I always make them think it's over. Oh, 6 more. Like this. I hate this dude. He's that guy. He's the 6 more guy. Come on, man. You got 7 more in there. Come on, man. You got 37 more. Let's go. Fuck yeah. Don't hate me because I'm beautiful. God, could they make that commercial today without Revlon getting eternal butt plugs in the ass from these hypersensitive people on the internet? I'd love to see those commercials. Don't hate me because I'm beautiful, you ugly motherfuckers. That's what the commercial should have said. Hey, you ugly motherfuckers. Don't hate me because I'm beautiful. That's what, to me, I can't take that commercial any other way. You ugly motherfuckers. Look at how beautiful I am. Look at it. Now don't hate it. Love it. Love my beauty. Kiss it. Kiss my beauty. How do we do that? Just don't ask me no dumbass questions. Kiss my beauty. How's that a dumbass question? I'm going to kill everybody in the... Huh?
Stop! I don't know you.
Now you're going to have to get that finger
Where are
about
you
my
from
face.
and what are you doing here?
I'm
Like,
Professor.
would you let somebody talk to you like this?
Silver Lake.
I hope
You'll
if
be
I ever
waiting
do
a
this to
long
you,
time, then.
you punch me square in my mouth.
Aaron ain't got no time for little things
Like I would
that.
deserve. Just
Brother Hurton and his sister Leuven have betrayed Stuart to the doomed king of Matana.
Tirova. Is the city in danger?
If
preaching
we
better than
can't
y'all
get the
shouting.
shackles on the traitor soon, it will be. Us Stuart lot will never kneel before the Matanians. Death or honor!
That's good to hear. The doomed king has my home on his conscience. Listen, can I give it a try with the Baron anyway? Maybe I can help.
All right then, into the city with you, stranger. But we'll be keeping an eye on you.
One more thing. Where can I find the Cliff Tavern?
Through the gate and to the left, stranger.
to the left, stranger.
How do I get to the Baron?
Just keep going up the steps, stranger. Keep going
Oh,
to
we're-
Gorn, the guard captain.
I know what's getting ready to happen in this scene. Yes, I'm not going to spoil it for you guys. Something cool's getting ready to happen.
Are there any merchants here in town?
Oh yeah, a lot. Most of them have their shops in the big square right behind the gate. I can't list all their names. Just look for the signs on the houses to get your bearings.
Townswoman, how are you? Have they been treating you well? I feel like that's what I would do if I wrote lyrics to the songs in video games. I would just make it about absurd stuff happening in the game. Oh, sweet townswoman, how art thou? Would you like to go to ramen? It hasn't been invented yet. That's okay. I'll still take you. Still take you to ramen. Because I love you. I love you. So much. I want to love you with some ramen. Chuck! What's up, my dude? Oh. Chuck ain't much for the talking, it looks like. Chuck, why are your treasure chest locked, baby? I need to get in there, babe. Come on. Let a brother get in them treasures, man. You know what's up. Alright, I'm going to catch you later, Chuck. Be cool. That was the coolest mofo in this town, man. I thought they knew that. They ain't know. Swing! Use the chair. Oh, yeah, I remember cutting through these towns, and there's the back door. Yes! It's all coming back to me, ladies and gentlemen. Hold up, man. I thought you was the dude. Where's the dude? Oh, the dude's upstairs. Get out the way, townsman. I thought you was the guy. You ain't the guy. You a townsman. The hell do I want with a townsman? Alright. Not on that side of the crib, I guess. Ah! I see you, whore. You will not hide from this pimp. Nay. I guess I'm a pimp from the 1500s. With that horrible fake accent. Ah, whore! Back to those streets. My money will not be late today. Nay, it won't. At least I pray it's not late for your sake. I mean, how could you get mad at a pimp like that? He's so polite.
Do you want to be initiated into the secrets of alchemy?
How do pimps even exist?
Can't do any harm.
How do we live in a world where there's pimps?
You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. As my apprentice, you'll have to first take care of a small matter for me.
Oh, is that
I
right?
should have seen that coming.
Yeah, you should. It's a role-playing game. You didn't see running errands for everybody in the game coming? You missed that part in the class they teach before they let you play these games? Do you like running errands? For people you'd rather stab in their lungs. Both lungs. Double blades. Oh, good. You'll love these games. Let's go.
What do you want me to do for you?
I sent Hem, my assistant, to carry out an experiment. He should have been back long ago. Useless he is, the lad. Bloody useless. I need someone to take care of business there.
Ah.
What sort of experiment was it?
It was about the effects of alkaloid derivatives on the hepatic integrity of isopodic gardens.
Back to the
What
story.
does that mean in normal language?
Ask Hem.
That's good stuff. That's good stuff, Tag. I like that.
If your assistant is such a twit, why don't you just find someone else?
Because I owe his parents a favor. But the boy will just never amount to anything.
I see my man Bob Ross over here playing the Nintendo Switch. You join it, Ross? Hang in there, Sergeant Major. Or First Sergeant. Were you a First Sergeant or Sergeant Major? I really should have that figured out and shouldn't have had to ask Mr. Ross. I will have that figured out before the next show. Could have sworn you were Sergeant Major. But if I gave you a promotion, all good. Fist bump, baby. Love you, man. Easier to read says sounds like water dripping. At what point does the dripping water sound become more annoying than the dialogue? Oh, right, it doesn't.
All right. I'll go and check on Hem.
Excellent. If he's
Oh, I know where him is.
Give
He's
him a
out there
sec.
fighting them giant-ass
I will.
bugs.
Where should I look for him?
I sent the idiot eastwards, near Arcania.
Odgar's farm, that's it. Trade with me, home. Yes. What do you have, dog? Give me what you got. Give me what you got. A vial of Beliar. Yeah, the person banging on the floor or whatever that noise is that Rion Mollet is talking about. It's annoying, but it sounds like a damn metronome. Like the sound doesn't make any sense for what's happening. There's no one around. It sounded like someone was like hitting a belt up against the wall or something. Like, what are you doing? So Bob Ross was a Master Sergeant. All right, First Sergeant, my bad. Sorry for promoting you. Ooh, vials. Oh, snap. Can't go in that way. How about this way? Aye. Oh snap, we might have found the dude that's making all the dang noise. And then there he is, now I can shoot him. Or her, hey. Good, that makes her stop. Thank you for stopping. She went right back to that joint. Like, oh, you thought I was gonna stop? Can't stop, won't stop. Thought you was rapping. What happened to that? Your album flopped. Now your ass is back. The Forge. He said dyslexia. Master Sergeant was Bob Ross. It's like a dude on a radio show trying to call in, but he's nervous. Who was the famous painter on the Happy Trees show? He got 30 seconds to name his rank and his name. Ah! 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 Master Sergeant with Bob Ross. Master Sergeant was Bob Ross. It's all right, baby. Raymond Burr, calm down. We got you. We're on the same team. We want you to win. You just getting tickets to the WNBA game. Why are you so spazzed out? Well, nobody go to WNBA games. What? Almost performed at a WNBA game once. Can you believe that? Man, I don't know if I've ever found those ogre leaves there before. That's pretty cool. The rare plant, indeed. Hey! Oh, he's got the red fox hat on. Don't he, though? Let's wrap.
Oh, let me guess. Ogtar sent you.
Dark Souls does the
Shrines
same
haven't
thing. That's
arrived
funny.
yet. All down to the war, you see.
Nobody sent me. Certainly not Ogdar.
Forgive me.
Chief John
Man like
Pennymaster.
you. I thought you were one of Ogtar's bruisers.
Is that supposed to be a compliment?
But of course. I can
It's
always
my
make
man
use of someone.
Gromar. This time he looks like Red Fox.
I'll have something
This is the
useful for
Matrix,
you.
man. Everybody's the same dude. And by the way, I'm making fun of this. I'll take my satire hat off as I do time to time for these shows. Because I know game designers and developers sometimes will watch these videos. They'll come across them. So I don't want them to only hear me shitting on it and then somebody be like, oh, damn, this dude hates us. Like, nah, I'm kidding. I know you only got so much budget and you had to do what you had to do. I personally think this shit is hilarious. I love when this stuff happens in games where the same character model is used for like 75% of the characters in the game. I think it's genius. And I love stuff like that. It's like watching B movies. Like, shouts out to my man Jeff, who years ago made me, well, he's my cinematographer friend I told you about. He's a filmmaker. And he made me, oh, shit. What was that? Hell no. I don't play that. Hold on, yo. Nope, I missed. It's my phone. Anyway, he made me watch Samurai Cop. And I thank him every time I see him because of that. Okay. That was just something that fell off my desk. Not a giant spider that's coming to kill us. We're good. We're not dying from a giant Lord of the Rings spider. That was just something that fell off the back of my desk that I didn't see right. If you want to keep working here, son, stay off the drugs. Name that movie. He says, anymore, I feel like if I'm not poking fun at a game, I'm screaming at it for all its flaws and mistakes. Yeah, I think that's kind of what they're meant to do to us. These waves of emotions that we feel when we play them. I think it's engineered that way. And I don't mean that maliciously or bad. I just think games are supposed to be an emotional experience that makes you feel something and experience something. Same as a movie or a book. But yeah, I love that this dude Gromar is 75% of the actors in the game. I love it. It just it's like watching Samurai Cop. And if you haven't watched Samurai, I mean, if you went into Samurai Cop in the theaters, if it ever went to theaters, I don't know that it did, and you were thinking, oh man, I'm hoping this is a lot like Predator or Commando, well, then you'd be disappointed. I mean, it's as, if not more absurd than both of those movies, but it's not properly well done. Like the wig the guy has to use for the movie changes Oh, God. Oh, no, I'm sorry. He had long hair when he first shot it, but then after they were done filming, he cut his hair for another movie. And then the producer called back, hey, we got to get some more shots. So they bought him this woman's wig. Then you see the scenes when he's got the wig on. It's like, what? Who let them do this? Oh, that's what this game is like. It's Samurai Cop, the video game. I love it.
Where you can hear voices and muffled screams at night.
And that's what I miss about video games, is that part of the fun. They try to be so epic and real. Fuck all that. Let's have some fun.
They laugh.
I don't care about your dumbass story. Just let me kill a dragon and laugh.
Any respect.
That's all we need. Oh, okay, he sent it to both. It's like, oh crap, did I miss it? All right, our client was taken care of. Awesome, awesome. And actually, that was a client we were closing out, like, we're done. Everything's finished. We both high-fived and hugged, and they're happy. Thanks for the opportunity to serve once upon a time.
I'll have a look around that creepy house for you.
I fear this could be a little complicated. The owner's got the key, see? And, well, he's got no manners at all.
I've dealt with louts before. Who is it?
Guardsman Chuck. He's responsible for the storage room, directly to the right of the gate.
You're asking me to piss on the boots of the entire Stuic Guard?
Oh, no worries. Everybody hates Chuck. Even his fellow watchmen will look the other way if Chuck should happen to fall down some stairs.
A door jammer cranked up their vape mods. Nice. They have that old-fashioned Looney Tunes mid-colored, because it's obviously important in the scene type of glaringly obvious overlay mistakes. Yeah, man, it's awesome. Like, and maybe it's that I make things. So, and I think this is true. So I'm gonna get you guys to back me up or tell me I'm wrong, because I'm not trying to be right. I'm actually looking for the truth on this. I don't know what the truth is. So you guys help me out. I think, first of all, most of the world is not contemporarily what we would call creative types, right? So someone who would make art, someone who would become an engineer and formulate complex, or creative solutions to complex problems. That's, or someone that, like, because an engineer is not much different than a person writing a song. You're engineering words, or like when I do these shows, there's engineering that goes into, I need to make sure that I'm saying the words in a specific order, because it's all rhetorical, but they have to be said in a way that makes the audience laugh or engage or whatever thing I'm trying to do. And like an engineer is like that. They're just like that with tools. And I think most of the world is not creative like that. And that's my first, and there's tests that prove that, right? Like I think they've done I've taken the creativity test, and I can't remember how many people score on it, but most people score not very high on the creativity test, right? And that's not a criticism. It's just, I mean, if everybody was creators, you wouldn't have any consumers. There'd be no balance, right? But I believe, or I think, or I have observed, I don't know if I believe this, because I want to hear what y'all have to say, and then maybe I'll have a belief after I get more information. I think that creators consume differently than consumers. Like what we're looking for in a piece of art or in something that we like, I think it's different than the person who's not creative. So we're sitting here, like, how many people have watched Samurai Cop? I don't know anybody who watched that isn't like a filmmaker or someone who's like nerdily into film in a creative way. I don't think the people who the Predator was made for are chilling watching Samurai Cop. Or maybe, no, that's a bad example. The people watching Titanic, the biggest fans of the Titanic, I'd bet you money none of them have seen or care for Samurai Cop. And I would imagine, I've never seen Titanic, nor do I care to. You know, I think creative types see the world differently, and thus the things we're into consuming are just different. So like when I bitch about video games, I'm bitching about stuff from the perspective of someone who creates things. Like, I would have done this differently, not, you know. So but I don't know if that's true. That may just be my arrogance and ego trying to find a narcissistic answer to something that the answer is, who cares? Your life doesn't matter. But I wonder, like, do we consume differently? Do we look for something different? Because I love the fact that Two Worlds has terrible dialogue, but the entire gaming industry hated the game. Now, there are creative types who reviewed that game and said it was trash. So obviously it's not an exact rule of thumb. But I don't know. Do creative people see the world so differently that we also want to consume things differently than that? Like the joke I told about the Christmas pictures. I mean, I'm joking. I'm not actually angry about that. But nothing I said was false. I think my wife is a lunatic for wanting to take stupid ass fake fucking pictures that we're going to send to our family, and all of our family have kids, so they know we're faking. Why are we creating a fake environment? What do we do that for? Why do humans fucking do that? It makes my brain want to melt, not because it's bad, but because I want to know. Like, I'm so obsessed and cursed with curiosity that when I can't figure why something is, it haunts me. Like, why the fuck do people do this? This is the stupidest shit ever. Like, why do you like puzzles in your fucking adventure games? It's wasting time. Doesn't mean it's bad. It just doesn't make any sense to me. And it doesn't have to. It's just something I wonder about. But yeah, like, I see the world differently. 99% of the people in my family would think that whole joke, oh, that's absurd. I love taking family photos. Well, you're weird. Or I'm weird. That's the solution. Yeah, of course you like taking family pictures. You're just like all the other animals on this planet. That for some reason some of us got wired differently. Boom.
Stop, lad. What you doing here?
That's my boy, Gorn.
I want to see the...
Stop, lad.
What's so funny, then?
Look, lad. The Baron's the Baron. He doesn't see just anyone. Why should he see you?
I need to get to the Valley of Blood, and I need his permission.
You want to fight in the Valley of Blood? You? Ha! You ain't got the muscle.
I don't want to fight. I want to get to Silver Lake.
Forget it, lad. I ain't letting anyone through. You neither. But, hey, wait a minute. I've seen you somewhere before. Ain't you the boy from Fesher? The one that came to Argan with Diego?
Do you think creators consume differently? Oh, hold on, 1 sec.
No.
Let me get through the cutscene and then we'll wrap.
Surprised? Diego is a friend of mine. A good and old friend. Told me about you, did, before they locked him up.
Diego's locked up?
It's hard to believe, ain't it? Usually I'm the one locked up and he gets me out. Now it's the other way around. Would you help me?
What's your plan?
My plan? I don't need a plan. I've got my axe.
Yeah!
Diego told me that I should wait. He thinks it'll take care of itself. Go down to the dungeon and talk to him. Maybe he'll have changed his mind.
Will do.
Can I just get in like that?
Diego.
Tell Aldrich, the guard, that I sent you. Tell him that if he doesn't let you through, he'll get a smack in the mouth.
And how do I get to the dungeon?
Go back down the steps here and take the next flight of steps to the right. Just keep going down until you see Aldrich's ugly face.
Yeah. And they put a brother in the game. Look at that. Diversity. That's what I'm talking about. get that microphone back on. Do you think creators consume differently because they have a different understanding of how things work? They consume differently because they see/find different purpose in what they are doing. Those are great questions. I don't know the answer. I think it should be explored. I mean, so I would pose the question to you. Do you feel that those things are true about you? So let's just start anecdotally with us. So if the question is, do I think creators consume differently because they have a different understanding of how things work? I can say for me, that's absolutely true. Like with Game of Thrones, I watched the first season and I knew everything that was going to happen because I understand like this much about theater because I've done a little bit of acting, right? And I've done a lot of reading and creating shows and stuff like that. So it's like, when you think about how a script works and how things are set up, the ending of the first season of Game of Thrones is horribly telegraphed. If you understand foreshadowing, you know it's coming. Because they do it brazenly too. It's like, damn, did they really just like that say it? And so they tell you, here's what, and I don't mind necessarily that the foreshadowing is coming or that I know it's coming, but in a show that's predicated on being able to surprise you with sensationalism, you can't. Because you foreshadow way too much for people who are paying attention and know how the fucking, like when you know how the sauce is made, you know, yeah, I totally see music and like I see artists make mistakes on their shows, right? That I know a lot of other people probably didn't catch because they don't produce things and they just thought, oh, that was probably just a thing. It's like, oh no, I've made that mistake 1,000 times. So yeah, you definitely see it with a creator's eye. Now, I'm not always looking at everything with like the scrutinizing creator's eye. I'm just saying you notice it. So for me, yeah, there's like, because I know how sales and marketing works, you know, if you have my personality type, you get to a point where it's like, I don't like that humans are this way. I don't like that the reason why I sell very few products to very small audiences is because I don't like the manipulation you have to do to other people to get them to do something, even if it is beneficial to themselves. So I only like to work with people who already want to do the work. I don't want to have to take anybody on the want to journey. That's why even when I used to train people in the gym, they would ask me, B, can you help me stay motivated? No, I won't give you the want to. Either show your fat ass up at this gym with me and let me help you, or don't. I'm not going to give you the want to. Want it. Because if you don't want it, no amount of me helping you is going to help you when I leave. You're not going to maintain it. You know? So, yeah, I think for sure we definitely look at things with a creator's eye. But I don't know that I want to speak that over every artist. And I've talked to other artists. Who was the lady I talked to on TikTok? She's in TV. And she was saying something about if you knew how certain things in TV worked, you would laugh. Like jump cuts, for example. I know if I'm watching a show and I'm actually paying attention to it, I know about where the cuts are going to happen. Because it's timing. You know, it's all, and the cuts are happening to keep your attention because you're a distracted animal. Right, so I know after 7 seconds there's going to be a jump cut. Usually, unless they're trying to get you in on like a wide shot or a tight shot where they're trying to make a point and they're just focusing on it like I'm doing right now. What I'm doing right now is very bad for TV. Just staring at the same picture, right? I mean, I guess my picture is moving, but, you know. Let's see. Do they consume differently because they see and find a different purpose in what they are doing? I don't fully understand that question, but the wording doesn't resonate with something I do. Like my purpose, I don't think comes into whether or not I like these games, other than my purpose to not have my time wasted. You know, that purpose gets crapped on a lot by these video games. This is a beautiful game, man. I mean, it's dated, but the art design is really cool. Chris goes on to say, I think that picture thing is fear of forgetting. Like the whole people died twice, once. Oh, wow. Interesting. Interesting. The picture thing. Okay. So, yes, I do get the idea of holding on to the pictures. I do get that. But why wouldn't we want to hold on to the reality? What I'm saying is, Why are we trying to hold on to the lie? We were never like these people in the picture. And to my point, that's okay. The reality is a 4-year-old thinks this is boring and he's going to try to push a sled to run over his brother because 1, he's an animal trying to figure out cause and effect, and 2, he's a human who thinks that's hilarious. For whatever reason, we think things are funny that nobody really understands. Right? I think we laugh the most when truth hits us the hardest. You know, people say the truth hurts. For me, the truth makes me laugh. Like, people say the truth hurts, but most oftentimes when I'm getting a laugh out of people, like a really legit laugh, there's an element of truth. I'm not saying what I'm saying is the truth, but there's something true in it that's hitting you in the chest. And to me, that's what's making me laugh. You know, when Roy Williams Jr. or Roy Wood Jr. tells the joke about Street Fighter 2 is the most peaceful video game that's ever happened, look that joke up. And if you've played Street Fighter 2, you could tell this is a man who spent a lot of effing time playing Street Fighter 2. Because there's no way he could write that joke if he just watched somebody play the game once and thought it was silly. The way he's telling that joke about the fireballs at the fish market and nobody, he said, literally there's people out there throwing fireballs, Hadouken, and then in the back there's a brother, hey man, let me get 2 salmon. It's like, these motherfuckers ain't even paying attention. Like, when that hits you, it's so true, and it's usually a perspective that when you were playing the game, you never stopped and thought of. Yeah. I love that. But so my point is, yeah, capture the picture, but capture the reality of the picture. Why capture us? Because us standing there and smiling, I guess what you're trying to capture is happiness. No, the happiness is when the dad looks over and sees the kids pushing the sled. It's the most hilarious thing in the world. And I don't understand why we've got this batch of humans that love lying so much, lying to ourselves so much. When did we become that? When did we need to soften? And have we always been like that? Have humans always needed that shit? Or was there a time when Earth was a lot more brutal, when we didn't have to tell ourselves fucking fairy tales? Like, we accepted Earth, hey, you know, shit. That saber-tooth tiger gonna get me your ass tomorrow. Like, alright, well fuck it, let's party tonight. You know? Like, when did we lose that attitude? When did we go from, hey, if we're dying tomorrow, let's party tonight, hey, we're dying tomorrow, so let's all yell at each other for the rest of eternity about all our stupid-ass beliefs that we don't know are for real. And we're too scared to admit that to ourselves, so we keep screaming at everyone else about how wrong they are, instead of researching our own shit harder to find the flaws in it. I'm sorry, was that out loud? You know, so I don't know. These are just crazy things that go through my head, man. And you're along for the ride. This show is all just about me documenting my psychosis, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that's what this show is. It's just there'll be psychiatrists watching this in 1,000 years like, that motherfucker was bat shit crazy. And holy fuck, he was right. And he was wrong about a lot of other shit because he's an idiot. But they were all idiots. Now, what I want to see is, can I break the game right here? Let's see, Chris says, I agree with that wholeheartedly. My wife, the artist, writer, creative brain, gets tired of reading or writing new content because she calls the ending or the twist down to the characters and lines. Yeah. It happens all the time, man. Like, I was watching some show with one of my boys. It was the first time I had ever seen it. It was the first episode, and they started showing things. I'm like, oh, that's the guy's wife. He's like, how the hell do you know that? I was like, it's like the way the scene is set up. It's obvious. Like, when you've seen things, and maybe, you know, my brain is just wired to pick up patterns, so I see pattern recognition. Like, that's what we call intuition. I don't think intuition is this magic, I see things that other people can't see. It's just humans, I think, possibly, who are better at pattern recognition. I've seen this 100 times, so I know what it looks like. To whereas another person may have seen it 100 times, but didn't catch on to the pattern. It's like, no, I've seen this exact scene play out in 64 other shows, just in a slightly different way, but this is what they said. Like, in a horror movie, you always know when the jump scare is coming based on the fact that based on what you can't see. It's the camera's in tight and it's not letting you see something because that's something you can't see about to scare the shit out of you. So it's like in horror movies, I don't get jump scared a lot because you know when they're coming. Now, this is a place where video games, I think, have a really, really unique opportunity to do horror shit. Because I'm telling you right now, some of that stuff we've been seeing in Chernobylite, you don't know it's coming. You just get, it's like, God, like when they do it to you, it's like, fuck, why here? Ah! Like, it's completely, you're not thinking about being scared. It's like you're at Sunday school, for crying out loud. You're in a Sunday school class in the game, and then Fred Krueger walks in like, what the shit is this? Like, video games, I think, have an opportunity because you have a 360-degree camera. And you can control, like, if they wanted to jump scare me, just put the monster behind me, and the minute I do this, you're done. That's what Chernobylite does to you. And in a movie, usually what you're going to see is it gets in real tight here, and then off to the left is where you're about to get scared, right? And I may be getting the cinematography part wrong because I'm not a cinematographer, but I can't fully explain what I know I'm seeing because I'm not a technician. I just have the pattern recognition. Tag says, I stopped chasing the want-to people as a martial arts instructor. Show up on my mat and I'll gladly teach, but I'm not asking. Yeah, that's how I treat everybody that wants to train with me, whether it's training their life, training their business, training their, fitness, their art. Like, dude, if I gotta ask your permission to help you, I'd be just as inclined to watch you jump off a bridge as help you. Like, But and a lot of that is just we live in a very privileged society, myself included. And when people are super privileged, they're not thinking about developing themselves to make themselves hard because they're not thinking about hard times that will eventually come. Winston, what up, homie?
Not from around here, huh?
But you're right, man. The want to people. If you don't want it, I can't help you. I had that talk with my son tonight. I said, bro, the reason why, because the last year I told him was the last year I was buying electronics for him, that he's getting to an age where he needs to learn how to make his own money. And I said, I told him tonight, I said, I'm going to be real honest with you as a friend. The reason you don't have your new VR device is you don't want it bad enough. You don't want it bad enough to show up every day and do the things I said. I told you to do an hour of study on NFTs every day. I told you to look into these things and start, like I told you to start doing the things that will start to bring some revenue into your existence. I said, your little brother's already making money with his business doing what I told him to do. And he works it every day. And he's doing his NFT research. And he's doing an hour of study to help build computers because I'm going to start a computer building business with him where we make like exotic high-end computers for gamers. Because I like in business, I learned over the 2021, I've been doing some level of business or running other people's businesses for the better part of 20 years. So it's one of the things I learned about myself in business.
Who are you?
Old Winston from the City Guard, at your service.
What's going on here then? Is there a state of emergency because of the rebels?
It's all been blown out of proportion.
I'll get back to that.
We got everything under control. The rebels are no threat.
Like what I learned was I'd much rather build a product or service or something for someone that has a high appetite and wants to go hard in the paint and get after it than making a simple product for a mass audience that I can sell a lot of. Because mass audiences aren't fun to do. They're not fun to work with as they are folks like y'all. The niche audience of people who create things are I create things for creators only. I don't create things for just consumers. Now, just consumers may watch my stuff, and that's cool. I don't resent that. I don't want to fight against that. Anybody's welcome to tune in, but it's like you got to know who it's for. Because if you're not the creative type, there's going to be things that just don't resonate with you. Oh yeah, pick it up. Yeah, I'd much rather sell $2,500 computers than $12 trinkets that I could flip quickly on Amazon. The customers are way more fun to deal with when you sell something that requires them to be pretty hardcore. Anyway, Tag goes on to say, so then I think with the Roy Woods Jr. relation is that artists do consume content differently. Most people wouldn't see those fishmongers and create a story behind it. Most are busy spamming Hadouken. Yeah, and it's weird because I'm also the guy that's spamming the Hadouken, and I'm the dude that would notice this is the most absurd thing I've ever seen in my life. Why are these people? And the end of his joke, I won't spoil it. I was going to tell it, but I want you to go watch him do that bit because I'll butcher it and not do it the justice he deserves it to be done. But yeah, go watch Roy Woods Jr. Street Fighter 2 is the most peaceful video game. It's worth it. It's worth the 2 minutes of your life to laugh really hard at a guy who just looks at Street Fighter very differently than we did as kids.
What are you doing here?
But yeah, I think you're right, Chris. I think, yeah, the artist just sees things as skew. And it's like they live in this alternate dimension where I'm always trying... Like, I always feel like I'm trying to relate to people in the regular world, and I just kind of don't. Like, it's just off a little bit, because my perspective's off, and it's a little different than most people. You know, not crazily different, but a little different. Tag says, well, you're insane, so we can't use you as a standard baseline. Yeah, just use me as the control to the experiment.
Gordon sent me. I'm supposed to talk to Diego.
It's a good point.
Anyone can claim that.
Gorn said to tell you that if you don't let me through, you'll get a smack in the gob.
Fair enough. Sounds like Gorn.
Man, that's all I had to say to get you to sounds like Gorn.
Playing silly buggers.
Gotta get beautified in between sets. This is what you usually do at halftime during your show. Go backstage, get cleaned up. I'm gonna do it right here on stage. Man, I had some conditioner in my beard today that didn't fully mix in, and I didn't realize it until I shot my TikTok video, so my beard looks extra gray. I was like, maybe I should dye my beard gray. That looks kind of interesting. I was like, next time, let's make sure the conditioner is, because I can't see it in the mirror, but when I looked at the camera, I was like, damn, this camera picks up everything. Ooh, the Night Sword. Talk to me, Jesus.
Ah, there you are. I'd hoped that you'd come.
I'm glad that I met Gorn. Otherwise, I'd never have found out that you were stuck in a cell. By the way, he's trying to get you out.
I know, with his axe. But all that'll do is plunge the entire city into chaos.
Tell him, I love Diego in this game. I love this dude.
Oh, that's why I had hoped that you would come.
What do you want me to do?
Well, I'm being accused of having murdered Mermund, the Baron Renwick's right hand. Someone has to either prove that it wasn't me, or that Mermund is still alive. Gorn isn't the right one. He's a bit too rough. You, on the other hand, you might just manage it.
Isn't there any other way to get you out of this cell?
Except for Gorn's way. I can't think of one. But if you can, why not?
It's weird. So I'm looking up the builds like I said I would. Because I'm still kind of stuck on, like, some people say build your character this way, others say this other way. And I'm trying to balance the advice with how I want to play the game. Whew. But what's really weird I noticed in that fight that we had with the skeleton is that the fight we had with the skeleton, I realized that my ranged attacks were actually doing more damage than fighting like my ranged attacks with him and Dartan and some of those other guys, I'm like, my ranged attacks are doing more damage than my melee, which is like, all right, that's dope. But how do I want to build my character? Because ranged attacks are important now because I'm weak. It's like, am I going to continue to do that?
Fair enough. I'll have a look for Merman then. Where should I start?
Give Winston a try first. He was there when I spoke to Merman.
Who's Winston?
He's a soldier in the city guard. He is actually a nice guy. But I have this sneaking suspicion he's working with the rebels.
Do you know where I can find him?
He usually patrols the western fringes of the city. You should look there.
Good, I will.
Wait, I have something else for you.
What?
A kind of lockpick. It won't open any doors, but you can use it to open small crate and chest locks. Take it. It might come in handy.
Wait, did I spell that wrong? Okay, I did. Like, how is that what you pulled up? Nobody gives a F about this game. There's no real guides for it. Like GameFAQs has a short one. This is hilarious. Oh, and this isn't even the game. This is the DLC. For crying out loud. Yeah, this is literally just, here's how you walk through the game. There's no... Whew. You can tell this is not a very popular game. It's weird that it got remakes. I'm like, who was buying this that they had enough money to do a remake? Because the internet surely is not giving a shite about it. Which is sad, because this game did get a lot of hate, but man, I don't know. I don't know what these gamers are up to anymore, or what they like. I wonder if this makes a difference. Now, daggone Google semantic search should have done that for me, but let's see if this... See? Google semantic search is not always all it advertises itself as. It should have been able to figure out that this is what I meant. Come on, Google. Get your act together, baby. If you guys don't know what Google semantic search is, don't worry about it. It basically means if I type in Star Wars, it also should understand that things like Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader, etc. are associated with it, and be able to kind of inherently try to figure out exactly what I'm searching for based on some of the context clues to give me a robust search, a SERP, or a search engine results page. Dusting off my search engine optimization and web development knowledge that I've carried for 20 years. Scooby-Doo. God, this is effing... I can't believe this. You guys aren't going to believe what I'm about to tell you. You're not going to effing believe what I'm about to tell you. This website I just pulled up is me. Holy shit. I asked this question 11 years ago. And this is the responses people gave me. Holy shit, it took 11 years to get these responses. This is me asking for help in this game. And that's what I just found. That's crazy. Like, I'm reading this guy's sentence. Like, yeah, I could totally understand where this guy's coming from. I like this guy. And then I look at the guy's username like, oh, that guy's me. From 11 years ago. On the Xbox Achievements website. That just shows you how many people are not interested in this video game. I did a search to get some help, and I found something I wrote 11 years ago. Damn! That's brutal! That is brutal. How do you have a game that so few people are interested in it that when I look up help on the internet, I find a website that I asked for help for 11 years ago? Damn! Oh, that is... Wow. Okay. Let's see what the people had to say to my question from 11 years ago. Nope, this is definitely me, because I'm still trying to get people to spell through THRU instead of THROUGH, because why are we still doing that? Just change it. THRU. It's easier. It's faster and everybody knows what it means. Well, tradition. Stay tradition up your ass. It's one of those situations where tradition is not serving the whole. If you see through, you know what it means. You'll adapt. Go to bed. Tag says, that does it for me. It's been great hanging a chat. I'm about to let you guys go too. It's been what? Oh, I guess we still got... I'm a little earlier on the stream tonight than I thought. It seems a lot later than I think it is. Yeah, but always great to hang with you, Tag. Enjoy your night, man. Enjoy your rest. Yeah, so the first time I played this game was 11 years ago when it came out. 2010. Wow. Spelling the word 3 different ways in the same message. That's funny. I've done that. I spell there wrong a lot of times. Because I don't care about the people who... You know what I mean, but you're still going to try to correct me because you have OCD. That's fine. Correct away. I'm not there. Wait, didn't I already talk to Westworld or whatever this guy's name is? Wesley? Stick Figure Johnson? Oh no, yeah, Winston, that's his name, not Wesley.
What do you want?
Your mama. Oh, I already had her. Never mind. That's so crazy. I found this website. And it's funny, I've read that website before and never looked at the screen names to realize it was me. I've been on that website like 3 times, not knowing that that was me writing that. I've read that damn sentence before and didn't pick up that it was me that wrote it. That shows you that you've made a lot of content on the internet when you find your stuff and don't even know it's yours. Crazy. See, now, this is the Reddit forum, and they're all going to attack him because he posted it in the Gothic forum instead. It elitist apes.
You're Winston, right?
That's me.
What can you tell me about the rebels?
Well, those blokes reckon Hertan is the true Baron of Stewart, and Renwick is just a... Whatever the case, we're hot on their heels. But those guys are clever.
So the only thing I wish, the reason why I have to keep looking up guides is the one thing I wish that they would do slightly differently in a lot of these Western RPGs is let me max out all of the stuff in one playthrough. Now, if I got to do a lot of fighting and grinding to do that and I got to work for it, I'm all in for that. I'm in. But let me do it. Like, don't let me only fight this many enemies and, oh, you can only level 6 of your 12 abilities. Like, I don't... Just give me 6 abilities then, bruh. Don't give the player the paradox of choice. And I get it that, again, looking at consumers versus producers, I'm a producer, so I'm probably only going to want to experience this once, except it's Arcania, so I'll play it a bunch of times. Whereas the other players thinking, ooh, replay value is great, because maybe this is the only game I can afford this year. I understand that. Like, if you want to play a game for 100 hours because it's the only game you got, I empathize, man. Hell, that was me playing Bruce Lee on the Commodore 64. I wore that game out because it wasn't all I had, but I didn't have a billion games on my Commodore 64. And a lot of the games weren't that great, so I stuck to the one that worked.
Among the common people.
Oh, yes, they do. I mean, we'll put them behind bars too, of course.
What about the guards? Do you think that some guards would rather have Hertan as Baron?
What? No chance. The guards are loyal. How could they even claim that?
Because they pimps.
Enough. Tell me where you hid Merman, and I won't turn you into Baron Renwick.
What? How do you know that we have Mermund?
I do now.
Well played.
Wait, do you really want to drive Stewart to ruin?
I do. I don't care about none of y'all hoes. I just want my friend out of that daggone dungeon.
Kissing the Doom King's ass won't save Stewart.
Right. When Hertan's Baron, it'll give him a good ass kicking.
What? That's not what I heard.
All lies. It's Renwick. Renwick wants to submit to Robar. His sister Leuven can prove it.
Renwick? You're saying that the Baron is in cahoots with Robar?
Robar!
Leuven figured it out.
I'll only believe it when I see it.
Listen, Leuven had to flee and is in hiding somewhere in the city. But I don't know where. When you find her, you'll see that we're fighting on the right side.
So have these guys gone out of business? Oh, yeah. They're long gone. Never mind. Sorry, I was looking up the people that developed this game. They are no more. Sad to hear. I like this game.
Maybe you really are telling the truth.
Will you look for Leuven?
I'll think about it.
My countrymen will have picked up one thing or another. Keep your eyes and ears open in the tavern or in the market, and you'll more than likely hear some stuff that us guards would never find out. Besides, you could try getting into Leuven's tower.
Why would I do that?
Gorn ordered a search of the tower.
Why don't you like this game,
Couldn't
Ryan?
open the chest.
Game's awesome.
Who knows? Maybe there's a vital clue inside this very chest.
Hey, take it easy, Clem. Thanks for being here, brother. God bless.
Find Leuven, and you'll...
I've had enough. I'm not interested in your stories. Tell me where Mermond is, or there'll be trouble.
So, you're on Renwick's side.
Defend yourself!
Oh, damn, I didn't want to kill his ass. Hold up, bruh. All that killing. The sad thing, oh, shit. How far back? Damn, I gotta go back 20 minutes just to unscrew that. That's not a big deal. All it is the dialogue scene that I can redo in 5 seconds. And then not make y'all watch it boringly. Anyway, what I really meant to do is this. Hold on. Let's get back into position and then we'll save before we do this. Jolly D. What up? Get your ass out the way, ho. It's like the first time I did this was just a practice run. Get it, Diego.
Ah.
That's what I missed. Glad I saw that. I mean, you know what? I'm glad I made the mistake and had to reload because at that message on screen I missed the first time I played it. And I'm glad I didn't miss it this time because that is very important information to have to be able to play this game properly. And now we picking locks, baby. The lockpick function in this game also dope. You're all whores. Get it? And I think you just get a lockpick. I don't think you gotta buy lockpicks. I don't think lockpicks break. You just have a lockpick. Thank you, developers, for not making me have to do inventory management to pick locks. Crying out loud. Now, this is the thing about video games I don't understand why they don't just let the player assume certain things. Like, if I get a lockpick, just assume if this breaks, I went back to the store and bought new ones before I went on the adventure. I don't need to physically walk to freaking H-E-B to get a new lockpick out of the damn grocery aisle. Like, just give me one and get out of my face. Immediately. We gonna cook this pig, ho. Cooking, bitches. Oh! Come on, Ryan. You don't want to cook a pig in this game? Look at this pig cooking. Anyway, I don't need to keep doing these quests I've already done while you guys are watching. I think I've gotten all the, wanted to clean up one last thing to make sure, and then I'll close out with the homies. What was that? Yeah, dude, stop hammering.
What are you making all that racket for?
Yeah.
Taking some old furniture apart. For Murtanian hedgehogs.
What? Britannian hedgehogs. Our boys need them for fortifications. And try to charge across these in close formation. Oh boy.
Gromar the Carpenter. All right. Ah, dang it, wrong way again. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. Let's take these last comments and get up out of here. Actually, it looks like I didn't miss anything. Where's that template at, B? Well, it's not actually a template. It's a lot of different things I use in Adobe Premiere to make it all come together. So, not to worry, man. All in due time. And I'm still effing with it is the answer to your question. I just changed it today, so I don't want to say this is the way we're doing it and then have to tell you, oh, we're changing it 2 days from now. So I'm still playing around with it to get it the way I like it. So that said, friends, thanks for hanging out today. This has been a great time. Cap says, heading to bed myself. Good night, brother. Good night, homie. I'm glad you were here. Thanks to everybody that came. Thanks for the laughs. Thanks for the comments. Thanks for the great conversation. Hopefully, if nothing else, all of you are going to bed a little happier than when you came. God bless you. We are stronger than I, and I will see y'all. We're back here. I'm supposed to be back here tomorrow. I've got some things that need to go down that should not prevent me from streaming, but we'll see. I may even get in 2 streams tomorrow if time permits, and I get all my chores done and taking care of my family, my COVID family. Once I get everything done tomorrow, we'll get back into the stream. And then tomorrow's game, in fact, make that part of the show. How about this? Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do this. Yeah, ho. You heard me. So that's tonight's game. Tomorrow's game is scheduled to be Ease 8. Bam. Go ahead and put it in. So we'll be ready for tomorrow. If I can do 2 streams tomorrow, I might play Madden with you guys too. Alright, so that goes back to the bottom. And then Tales of Arise comes back to the top. God of War goes on the second bottom. And then Ease is on the top. Cool. Anyway, guys, I love you much. We're stronger than I. I'll see you back here tomorrow. At the very least for some Ease 8 Lacrimosa of Donna. And if I'm going to be late again tomorrow, I'll try to get a message out on Discord like I did tonight. Till then, friends, until all are one, remember to be excellent to each other and to party on. Talk soon.